Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. The Verge has an exclusive. They say ICE is about to start tracking license plates across the United States. Now, I'm sure anybody that lives in any sort of metropolitan area, you've seen these license plate scanners pop up along the side of the roads, on your exit and entrance ramps to your highways. Even more importantly, on the back of cruisers, you see these scanner apparatuses that pop up. That's kind of a double-edged sword. I'll get into that in a minute. Says here, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency has officially gained agency-wide access to a nationwide license plate recognition database, according to a contract finalized earlier this month. The system gives the agency access to billions of license plate records and new powers of real-time location tracking, raising significant concerns of civil libertarians. Now, the source of the data is not named in the contract, but an ICE representative said the data came from Vigilant Solutions, the leading network for license plate recognition data. Now, let me stop there for a second. Interestingly enough, this database is also very important when it comes to paying property taxes. And what you may see, especially in your municipalities, if you don't see it yet, you might see it pop up. I know in Virginia, it was very prevalent. Private contractors being contracted, and then they have these scanners on their cars, and they drive. Let's just say, for example, you go to the grocery store, and you pull up to your Food Lion or whatever if you're in Virginia, and you go in. But you're behind on your property tax, on your car tax, your excise tax, whatever you call it. And so this car with the license plate, it's scanning all the license plates until it comes up to yours and it goes bing. Oh, that guy's behind on his property taxes. So they boot your car right there. And they boot it until you pay your property tax. Now, interesting how government, again, everything government does is by force. Everything. There is nothing that government does that's not by force. Let's get that straight. But how can you expect somebody to even attempt to pay off their taxes if you take away one of their primary means of being able to go to work to pay off said taxes? It makes no sense. So they boot this thing for X amount of time until it gets towed away. Again, you'd have to pay for that too. And then it's impounded for X amount of time before it's auctioned off. That's what they're doing now with with private corporations, but also you'll see these scanner apparatuses now on the back of cruisers and your local police forces. Even the MRAPs will have these as well. Some for facial recognition, some for license plates. It is an unbelievable dragnet that they've set up with these scanning devices. And so interestingly enough, the feds are tapping into all of the local agencies that have branched out, bought this stuff with federal funding and federal grant money, Department of Homeland Security grants and subsidies. Now they're taking full advantage of it. So now you can start to see why it was so important for the 1033 program. If you don't know what the 1033 program is, it is the way that local police and state police gain access to the what's called excess military gear. You can find them at agencies. It's called Defense Reutilization, DRMO. They're all over the country. But these police can get, your MRAPs, M4s, body armor, helicopters, you name it, they get it for free. They just have to pick it up, and then they have to maintain it. But at no cost to the government, your city or state government. So, of course, what that has done is it has projected power outward to your localities. However, the feds can tap into that at any time. And this is a great example of that, with these scanners. Now they've given them the means to go buy these scanners. Now they have set up the apparatus at a local level, and now the feds just have to tap into it. Same with these Stingray devices, federal devices given to localities using grants and everything else, right? The localities set them up, and the feds tap into it. Almost like plausible deniability because, hey, we didn't do it. That's what they did. Now you have immigration that's going to be using this stuff. Look, don't be surprised that your license plate is being scanned. A long time ago, we gave up the ghost on this one with Easy Pass. Easy Pass, once you get into a vehicle, Easy Pass, anybody that's got one of those, guess what? You think license plate tracking's bad? That thing takes it to a whole nother level. We gave that up with Easy Pass and cell phones. You have a cell phone on you, you're being tracked at every given time. Any moment. You have Easy Pass. Anytime you get in that car, you drive anywhere, you're being tracked. Oh, and now your license plate. I mean, this is not a surprise. However, if ICE is monitoring these in real time and they get really hot and heavy on immigration, you could have a lot of people that get swept up instantaneously by the use of these sophisticated dragnet style sensors that are everywhere now. I mean, this was the purpose of it. So it's very interesting that The Verge is reporting on this almost as a wake-up call to all those out there, especially those that are fighting hard to see the DACA, some sort of DACA reinstated. Now you have President Trump talking about doing what Reagan did in the 1980s, which was amnesty. One-time amnesty, and after that, boom, drop the hammer. So who knows what's going to happen? But I can tell you, from an enforcement standpoint, it is Minority Report times 100 already. And I mean, we're not even in the future yet, guys, and we're already here. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Hashtag wake the flock up. Have a great day, everybody.